Okay, more on circles. Now, there's a problem here because 913 is, somewhere up here. So we can't really do that. So I'm going to count by twos. So this, instead of being 8 by 8, is going to be 16 by 16. So 913. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 13. It's going to be right in the middle of that box right there. Now, radius is the square root of 26, which is approximately 5.04. So just a little bit more than 5. So I'm going to go over 2, 4, just a little bit past 5. Oops, too far. So there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess that was right. Right about there. And then I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit past there. And my circle is going to be somewhere around up there. Just approximate. Rough sketching. Now the equation is going to be simply x minus x squared plus y minus 13 squared equals 26. Why? Because the radius is the square root of 26. And this right here, remember, is r squared. Okay, 2, negative 11. So I'm going to go over 1, down 5. So 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So be right in the middle there. And the radius is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. See a little circle right down there. And it's going to be x minus 2 squared plus y, careful, minus negative, which is plus 11 squared equals 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Okay, negative 2, 12. Here's negative 2, there's 12. Point on a circle, negative 9, 12. So that's 8, negative 9, 12. Well, that's 2, 4, 6, 7 away. So that means the radius is 7. You don't have to do the distance formula because they're on the same horizontal line. Now, if it was at negative 9, 13, or 7, you'd have to do that. But we don't have to. And I'm going to go over 2, 4, 6, 7, and down 2, 4, 6, 7. And then estimate the top piece. Something like that. So x plus 2, because it's minus 2 squared, plus y minus 12 squared equals 49, r squared. 13, negative 8. So 12, 13, 2, 4, 6, 8. And 13, negative 5. 2, 4, 5. Which means the radius is simply 3. So I'm just going to go down to 3, 3, 3. There's my little circle there. X minus 13 squared plus y plus 8 squared equals 9. Endpoints of the diameter, 0, 12, 4, 4. So I need to find the midpoint. 4 plus 0 divided by 2 is 2. 12 plus 4 is 16. Divided by 2 is 8. 2, 8, right there. So I can do the distance between these two and then cut it in half. Or I can just do the distance between the midpoint, the center, and the endpoint. Not to mention, I can already do the x minus 2 plus y minus 8 part. I already know my center, which is the midpoint. I just need to find my radius, which is the distance between the midpoint and the endpoint. So 4 minus 2 squared plus 4 minus 8 squared. 4 minus 2 is 2, squared is 4. 4 minus 8 is negative 4, squared is 16. That's the square root of 20, which is approximately 4.5. So the radius is 4.5. And 4.5 squared is 20. Endpoints of the diameter, 13, 1. So here's 12, 13, 1 right here in the middle. And then negative 1, negative 13. Right there. I need to find the midpoint, the center. 13 minus 1 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6. Negative 13 plus 1 is negative 12. Divided by 2 is negative 6. So the midpoint is at 6, negative 6. Right there. So I'm going to do this endpoint and the midpoint. 13 minus 6 squared plus 1 minus negative 6 squared. That's 49 plus 49. Square root of 98. Real close to 100. The radius is approximately 9.9. So I'm just going to go kind of approximate 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right underneath there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right underneath there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And again, this is a rough drawing of a circle. And my equation is x minus 6 squared plus y plus 6 minus the negative squared equals 98. Everything's pretty much given to us here. X minus 4 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals the radius squared. This one's nice because we can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The diameter is 10 and the radius is 5. So x minus 1 squared plus y minus 0, just y squared, equals, radius is 5, 5 squared is 25. Determine whether the point lies in the circle. All we're going to do is plug in that for x, that for y. 1 minus 4 squared plus negative 16 plus 16 squared equals 3. Well, negative 1 minus 4 is negative 3, which squared is 9. 16 take away 16 is 0, squared is 0. And 9 certainly does not equal 3, so no, it is not. 7 there, 11 there. 7 minus 10 squared. 7 minus 10 is negative 3, squared is 9. Plus 11 minus 10 squared. 11 minus 10 is 1. 1 equals 10. Check. So the answer is yes. Okay. We need to do a little organization and completing the square. Don't forget to leave a space when you rewrite this. So remember, little cheat here. Take half of the negative 14, put it here, put a square, and square it. plus 49. Plus 49. Plus y plus 8 squared. Square it. Plus 64. Plus 64. Notice that when you add all these together, the 64s cancel out. So what you're left with is x minus 7 squared plus y plus 8 squared equals 49. So my circle center is at 7, negative 8, and the radius is 7. We're just going the opposite direction. This one, don't forget, this bad boy needs to get moved over there also. X squared plus 24x, space, plus y squared plus 10y, space, equals negative 144. So again, I put parentheses underneath here. I'm going to square them. Take half of positive 24, square it. Nice thing is right now, those cancel each other. Y plus 5, half of 10, square it, 25. So when I clean this up, I have x plus 12 squared plus y plus 5 squared equals 25. So my center is at negative 12, negative 5, and my radius is 5. Okay, I want to move these two over and leave this. So x squared minus 24x, space, plus y squared plus 26y, space, equals negative 288. Parentheses, squared, parentheses, squared, x, careful, minus 24, half of it's negative 12. Square it, plus 144. Half of 26 is 13. Square it, plus 169. If I add all these up, I get 25. So I get x minus 12 squared plus x, sorry, this should be a y. Y plus 13 squared equals 25. My center is at 12, negative 13, and my radius is 5. Last problem on this page in this section. I need to move the 188 over and these over and reorder it. So it's going to be x squared plus 28x space. Plus, when I move the negative y squared over, it becomes positive. When I move the 2y over, it becomes negative. Space. Equals, I got to move the 188 over and make it negative. So I'm ready to go now. I set up my little sheet here, and I'm ready to go. Half of 28 is 14. Squared is 196. And then after that is negative 1 plus 1. That ends up being 9. So I end up with x plus 14 squared plus, again, y, sorry, minus 1 squared equals 9. So my center is at negative 14, comma 1, and my radius is 3. That's it for this section.